Hello everybody, welcome to the Garlett's High Performance Garage channel. I got an electric car fuel discovery video for you, and I got a little bit of a half-assed update on the C10. Didn't do a lot of work to it this weekend. I was having some issues with my sides. I don't know if it's from bouncing around in equipment on the job or if it's me getting fucking old or what the fuck the deal is, but I felt really bad yesterday and I didn't do a whole lot to it. I just didn't have the strength to. I was, doubled over with some pretty good pain. Felt like I was in a fucking boxing match and somebody just hit me in the sides, over and over and over. Like I had my hands up in the air and somebody was there just throwing body shots to me, Felt pretty rough. Still feel a little bit of it today, but it's not as bad today. I had other errands to run and chores to fucking do around here. I was going to mow my grass, but I never got to it because I just didn't want to overdo it. I wanted to heal up mainly, and but I have a little bit on the C10. I did do a little bit to it yesterday. I put a rotor on it. I got the old brake caliper off, which was a fucking challenge because it was so rusty, and I fixed the holes in the A-arm. Let me see, what the fuck else did I do? Well, I got the rotor on, got the bearings in it, got them packed, got the bearing seal on the back of the rotor. I got, let me see, I got the other caliper loose, actually. So all I have to do is take the other bolt out of it, and it'll be ready to go. And it's being a bitch to the last thread. I mean, it's really tough getting out of that. I got the one on top off, but the one on the bottom is just fighting me the whole way. And I went through so much penetrating oil on that front end of that damn thing already. But I got to do the shock on the passenger side. I got to do the inner and outer tie rods, the caliper on that side, and the rotor. Now, I was going to try to change out the brake hose. On the front, both brake hoses, I was going to try and replace those because I have brand new ones for it. I can't get to the damn shit. It's in the frame and it's recessed, and I can't get any damn tools in there. The ones I can get in there, they want to strip the brake line. I have other brake line, but I can't get it out of that. There's a proportioning valve there on the frame. I don't know why they had to put it on the frame. They should just put it, up on the damn, next to the master cylinder like it is on these old 70 or 67 to 72 pickups. But they didn't do that. They did not want to do that for some reason. They put it down there on the frame in front of the engine. So you can see it, but you can barely touch it. And it's bolted down there. And all these lines run in and out of it. And the one short line, the hard line comes out of it and goes over to the brake hose. And there's a hex nut, like a tinny hex nut, that holds the brake hose in place. Plus there's a, what do I want to say here? A damn clip that holds the brake hose to the frame on the other side. I may try to take that clip off. I might take a stab at it. I'm not real sure yet. Because I was having a time trying to get that son of a bitchin' hard line off of there. And I just couldn't get it off of there. I think I got it stripped. I mean, it's not rotten or anything. It's just old. It looks like the original thing. Which I would say it probably is original. Because it has the original upper ball joints in it still. They're all riveted in case you don't know, when you buy stuff like that and you see that, you can tell it's original because the factory put rivets in there with a machine to hold them in. And the new ball joints usually come with hardware, so you can grind off the rivets, remove the old ball joint, sit the other one in there, punch them out with punch. Sit the other one on there and just run nuts and bolts and tighten them all up to hold the upper ball joint in, which I've seen a bunch of that. And it doesn't really matter. He holds it either way. But yeah, and then I took a little cruise in the C20 here today. I went up to check out another pickup an old friend of mine has for sale. And unfortunately, I was getting into my truck because I was loading up garbage on it. And my foot was wet on the bottom, my left foot, and it slipped and dug right into the emergency brake pedal and knocked the fucking hide off of my leg down there. I have a little bit of the beginnings of what they call lymphedema down there. And it's where the blood flows down, but it doesn't want to come back in order to get oxygenated. I had surgery on that leg. I had some veins removed out of that leg that were stopped up. They were blocked. So they removed those veins. They were great big. I mean, they were like big as my damn pinky finger. And they were disgusting and nasty. And it was very, very painful. That surgery was very painful because it's an in-house procedure. And me being a redhead, I don't take to numbing agents very well. And I felt it all. I felt every fucking bit of it. I had 4 surgeries I had to go through. And I had 2 in the right leg taken out, and I had 2 in the left leg. Now, the left leg still swells up pretty good, depending on how long I'm on it or how long I'm sitting or whatever. It's one of those things where you just got to keep it propped up all the time, keep the swelling down. And I wear compression socks on them. And I do not have diabetes. My sugar isn't near high enough to have that. But that lymphedema type shit, that gives you those kind of like diabetes types effects. It almost looks like it's trying to form a cankle down there, but it doesn't quite do it. So I'm like wearing these tiny little ankle socks, but I would use a compression sleeve on there with an ankle sock, and it worked perfectly. But since that happened to me down there, there's a bunch of blood that came to the surface of the skin and turned it it looks like a wine-stained birthmark down there. It's all around my leg. It's all around. But the worst part of it is on my shin, where I smacked the fucking emergency brake pedal today. And when it tears the hide off of there, it fucking hurts. I mean, it hurts anyway. But it's to the point where it gets infected like that. And as soon as that happens, I have to go clean it. I have to pull the excess skin off because the skin's really thin right there. And I mean, it is like thinner than a piece of paper down there. So I have to grab the old skin that knocked loose and rip it off quick. Throw peroxide on it. Let it kind of snap, crack, and fry, which, oh my God, you'd think you poured sulfuric acid on the motherfucker, as bad as that hurts. And then you gotta dab it dry. And then what I do is I get antibiotic ointment and put on it. But I don't bandage it. Since I got that down there, I'm allergic to bandage adhesive down there. And what happens is, if I put a bandage on it, when I go to pull that bandage off, it will pull more skin off of that son of a bitch every time because it gives it a rash and it weakens it even more. And plus there's no oxygen, no air getting there to it to help it scab up. So what I got to do is leave it uncovered for the next couple days and it will scab over. And as long as I don't knock the scab off, it'll heal up completely. But they also went in down there when I heard the surgeries. They went in on my shin next to it, which was very painful. He made an incision, ran that tube up in there. It's a clear plastic, like silicone tube. It's a clear, flexible silicone tube. It's just little. runs that up in there. I mean, runs that motherfucker in there. He ran that son of a bitch in there to my fucking balls. And this was like almost 3 years ago. I had to have this done. And that's when I just started doing the coal mining again. And I actually had to miss some time to have these surgeries, and they were around the fucking holidays, so that was great. And I had this great big compression sleeve that was the length of my leg I had to wear. Made me look like a fucking drag queen with that fucking shit on. Looked like a woman's thigh-high stocking. It was gross. But it was very tight, and that doctor put it on after the surgery. He would put it on. Because they'd only do one vein at a time, so I had like 4 whole sessions of that bullshit to do. And then he would do and when I'd go for the next surgery, he'd do a sonogram of it. He'd rub it up and down my leg. So he knew where to go. And he would check on the other side that healed up and with the little sonogram thingy and run that up and down my leg. And, oh, looks good, looks real good. And they wanted me to come back for a checkup, to check it out, to make sure they weren't going to, there wasn't more of them. But when they first have to find that stuff, to find out what's wrong with your leg, they do a big sonogram, and you're on a table. And you're laying on that son of a bitch, and they tilt it way up and make you stand on one fucking foot. And the way they have you standing on that one foot, it gets so fucking painful, and it takes them forever to get the readings on that sonogram so they can review it over and over so they know where to go and they know what veins are affected. So these veins, I mean, they were like veins, they were popping through my skin. They looked like the veins that bodybuilders have when they get all vascular from steroids and, lifting weights. I have fairly deep veins, so I'd never be vascular. But down there on my leg down there, that vein just went like a snake next to my kneecap. It was just back and forth, and went straight up. But I'd have to say the worst part of it was when I flipped over on my belly on the one surgery, and they had to run that in the calf of my leg clear up behind my knee where my leg bends. That was the most painful on both legs. That was the most painful shit. And, this surgery, women commonly have to have these surgeries because when they're pregnant and they carry kids, they get these varicose veins and they get them removed, and they get they bother you, they give you pain, and plus it makes you feel like when you're walking around, it makes you feel like you're dragging a fucking tree trunk instead of a leg. And this leg over here still gets heavy at times. It'll still get heavy and give me some problems. But, of course, they say that the solution to my problem is weight loss, so we got to work on that. But anyhow, I did get my fuel cell. I'll show you all that real quick. So here it is. It's the one I got. It's pretty nice. It's got fingerprinted up and shit. But it's like down here, I had to look on the description to figure out which hole is what. So you have a fuel return line, we got a vent, and we got the fuel coming out. And then here's the sender for the gas gauge. So, that's pretty nice. This is the main reason I like it right here, is this cap. That cap has an O-ring seal in it, and it's nice, heavy duty, and more than enough room for a gas nozzle to go in there to fill her up. It's about a 19-gallon tank, and that's it. I don't have to keep a screwdriver with me to pry it open like on the 71 over here. The fuel cell on this one is a fucking nightmare. What's happening is it's like whenever you open it up, you gotta pop this and turn it. And then, see, it don't want to come up because it's all swelled up. It's some kind of nylon type plastic in there. So it's all swelled the fuck up. And I don't know what made them put that shit in there. But yeah, my friend had to take a ride with me today. To the dump and all over. But anyway, yeah, these surgeries are painful. I mean, if you have to do it, you have to do it. There's no getting around it because it could decide whether or not you lose a fucking limb or not. And that's the main reason I jumped the gun and went and got it done. Plus, my insurance covered it 100%. I didn't owe anything. But the trouble is, it's like, well, you know, you have insurance companies. And I got the new insurance from my workplace. I was still on my wife's health care, and they started the program on my wife's health care. And the new health care, they wanted me to go all over it again. So I ended up just, because the old health care hadn't expired, it had till January. I had till January to do it, and that's when I waited. I waited till after the holiday. Well, after Christmas and New Year's, I waited, and I was still on that insurance and the old insurance, and they did it. They did the last surgery for me because I had like one more, and I was dreading going back because I'd healed up and everything, and I was feeling good. And usually when you do that, you go and have that surgery, you rest up. They would do it like on a Thursday, and I would take off the Friday and then be off the weekend to recover from it. And then Monday, I would go back to work. That's how I did each surgery. But yeah. But anyhow, went to see this Chevy truck. It was a 51 bullnose Chevy truck. Little step side. Of course, that's all they had back then, was little step sides. And it was a 5-window. Had the 2 on the sides and the 3 across the back of the cab. This truck, I was going to video it, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to. I was going to video it. It was a guy, it was a friend of mine I used to work for. The truck is, unfortunately, really bad. It's not something that I want to mess with. I mean, I guess you could restore it. I mean, it's in very, very bad shape. The glass is all separated really bad. It's really cloudy. The inside of the cab is just nothing but rust. And that was one of those trucks that had the gas tank like right behind the seat, you know. Some of them had them under the seat, but that was like in the 30s. The 35 Chevys had them right under the seat. You sat on top of the gas tank, and you actually opened the door and filled it. The filler neck was right there next to you, next to your driver door. But this one has the filler neck on the passenger side, comes to the cab. But it's just too far gone for me to fool with. It's got great big holes in it. It looks like it's sat in the woods someplace for 50 years. And that ain't no shit. It's pretty bad. It's very bad. It has the old stove bolt inline 6 in it. Has a 3-speed transmission on it. And the gas tank had a hole in it like this. It was this big. And it was so bad. I actually got sunburned a little bit today looking at it. I took a bunch of pictures of it to show my dad, because he's the one that was really interested in it. I wasn't. That's what he's into. He's into street rodder shit now. Said he would really love to have a 50, like a 40, 49 to, I think it's like 53 or something like that. That style of Chevy truck. They made a shit pile of them back then. And They had a whole bunch of them, GMCs. They only changed the grills, but other than that, the rest of it was the same. And some of them had the extra windows on the cab. Some of them didn't. But they were basically the same trucks. And I was thinking, it'd be pretty cool, because he was thinking about doing like a patina type thing. And build one hell of an engine. Oh, I'm tired. It's getting late on a Sunday evening here. But he was thinking about building one hell of an engine to put down in it, and something you just, fire it up. You don't give a fuck what it looks like on the outside. Just light up the fucking tires and run up the road. That's what he was after. But, unfortunately, this truck won't be doing any of that. I think it looks like a purchase that was done on the internet and sight unseen, and probably, he probably didn't know. He probably didn't really look at it that well when he bought it. And it's like, it didn't even have a Craigslist rebuild on it anywhere, where they just spray paint shit. But no, it's really bad. It's really bad. I mean, if that truck had a clear title on it, a real good title, and you had one that was nice, the same truck that was really nice, and you didn't have a title, it'd be worth going to get it. But I mean, you can't do anything with it. You would have to rip the whole body off that thing. I never looked at the frame. I don't know how it is on the truck, but you would have to tear the whole body off and start over. I mean, the hood was even rotted up underneath. The floors looked like they could blow away any time. The seat is non-existent. I mean, it's got a little slab of fucking vinyl over it with fucking springs sticking out of it everywhere. I mean, this truck, it looks like it was sitting in the woods. It does. It really does. Looks like it was sitting in the woods. It looks like, it could be eaten through any time. And the tailgate on the back had a great big fucking hole clear across it in the bottom. And the running board on the driver's side had a great big gigantic hole. It was just rusted in half. And the door on the passenger side he had it tied down with a bungee strap, because the door latch didn't work anymore. It was either gone or it was just stiff and too hard to mess with. I turned the door handle. It did turn, but nothing happened. So I'm thinking the latch was probably just ate out of it. But when you get a truck, that truck is like 73 years old. So you're thinking, Jesus Christ, that's a very rusty fucking automobile. And you just got to realize how old something like that is. If it wasn't taken care of when it was got, and taken care of over the years, you have lots of bad things to fix on it. I thought my C10 was bad, but when I looked at this truck today, I mean, I'm not knocking the guy. I'm not saying that he was wrong for buying it, but it's not something I would take. It's not something I would buy. I would never go buy something like that. And shame on the asshole that sold it to him, because he knew it was garbage, and he just took advantage of somebody, and basically said, there you go. Oh, that's a good truck. No, it's not. It's not a good truck. It is not. I mean, if you went to Auto Metal Direct and got a cab and got fenders, inner fenders, hood, grill, headlight buckets, whole bed, even the oak boards were just completely gone in it. There was nothing there but the slats, and they were barely there. There was a new gas tank laying in the bed, but I don't know how good that was. I don't know. I never talked to him while I was up there. He wasn't home, so I figured that he was, either on vacation. I don't really talk to him that much anymore. He was either vacationing or he was with family, and they were out on a Sunday. People go out on Sundays and have dinner. I mean, I didn't talk to him up there, so I don't know if he's got any other parts with it or not. But that cab is not worth fixing. It is just too fucking bad. is very bad. The mice left that son of a bitch eons ago because they knew it was bad. When you have a vehicle like that doesn't even have mouse shit in it, it's pretty bad when the mice are fucking vacating the premises. But yeah, it's very bad. I mean, we had old junk cars in the woods up here when I was a kid, and I know what that rot looks like. And I know what the look of sitting in the woods for years looks like on a car. And it had that look. I mean, they were deep pits in the sides of that bed. I mean, there's no way you could have used a bed like that. There's no way. You couldn't have. It wouldn't take any pressure. I mean, you could, sit on the side of the son of a bitch and it would probably bow in and break. It'd probably break in half, turn to dust. I mean, the old steel back in the day was pretty goddamn strong. It was good stuff. Unlike today's steel, where today's steel just, when it rots up, it just turns to dust, in no time. And I mean, I live in the area where there's lots of salt, but in the wintertime, so. But it made my truck here, my 71 C10 or C20. It's kind of rotten here and there, but I just kind of rolled with it. Like the inner rockers on this truck are bad. I can stick my fingers through them. I got a hole in the floor in here where my seatbelt bolts up, which needs fixed. Am I going to fix it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how I feel about it. The frame is excellent on this truck, I looked at that truck and I looked at mine and I was like, God damn, mine looks like a fucking trophy compared to that thing up there. But like I said, I'm not knocking on him or nothing for buying it. It is what it is. And I don't think anybody's going to buy it. I mean, he wanted a lot of money for it to me. He told me that that was a special price for me, but it was going to be more for anybody else. And I thought, well, I don't think anybody else is going to be buying it. So, but anyway, everybody, hopefully y'all had a great Sunday, and I am going to go in and rest my achy feet. And I probably got dishes to do, but I got things to do. So everybody, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. There is, it's Memorial Weekend next weekend, and I'm pretty sure there may be a car show. So I will take you all along on the ride with that. And we'll probably get the Chevelle out for that one. So, all right, everybody. See you on the next one. All right, everybody. Here we go yet again. We found some more electric car fuel under all this rock and dirt and stuff, and we're going to blow it to pieces to get to it. So those fucking hippies will have their cars to run and charge. Fuck you, you fucking hippie cocksucking yuppie bastards. Fuck you. I can't say that enough. So I'll show you where we found some. We'll show you the hit. Right there. That section of wall is going to be...
You're leaking something bad out the back there, McDaniels.
We're going to be blowing this section of wall out. Shut up, you fuckers! But anyway, if there's big mouths on there getting done running their lips on the fucking radio. It's like these guys here I work with, some of them get their jollies off on telling you got a fucking fluid leak out of your rock truck. Oh my God, you're leaking really bad there, dickhead. So, you have to get the dreaded C model 777, which is a piece of shit. But anyhow, we're gonna watch this shit go bang. And it's gonna be fucking awesome. And all you hippies will be dancing the fucking jig here. Because you'll be able to continue to suck your own dick while you're driving your Tesla on autopilot down the fucking road. Oh, I'm choking on my own dick. I can't help it. They'll be in there eating their salads after they, done sucked themselves off. Be eating salad and, plant-based fucking hamburgers. Oh, I gotta get our plant-based sausages. Them hippies, they probably take in plant-based sausages and jam them up their assholes a couple times first before they shove them in their mouth. Oh, man. I'm an asshole.
You have to put transmission fluid in that. That's that rear end fluid that's leaking, where it comes out that airflow on the rear end. But have you been adding transmission fluid to it? Yeah. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday last week.
Blah, blah, blah. A lot to say on here all of a sudden. Oh, that's not good. So the transmission fluid's pumping out of the transmission and into the rear end on this G model rock truck. I'm not really versed well in how these trucks are, or mechanically I don't know much about these trucks because everything's so goddamn big on it. Why would I want to fuck with something like that? Fuck that. Anyway, hippies! Gonna be down to 2 minutes. 2 fucking minutes. We're down to 1 minute. It's the magic of editing. You won't actually see those minutes. We got miniature Lake Hippie Tofu there in the corner. I'm gonna get a hippie down and shove a piece of bacon in his mouth. Think he need it while he's sitting in his Tesla. Hopefully his dick won't be out. Fire in the fucking hole. Here we go. Oh, baby. Saw the straight upstream fly up out of it. Hopefully they fucking blowed some of this up this time. Straight so many boulders in it. Jesus. Look at that. Look at that job security. Oh. Lake Tofu over there's going to have a shower of dust on it. Oh yeah, there's some boulders in it. Not real bad, but then as you get closer to the inside, it's going to get worse.
Oh, fix that down here a little bit and drain that down some so quit pushing it out. Your ripper is just about dragged behind you there. You might want to raise her up some there, buddy. Thank you. Every once in a while that thing goes down. I don't know why. The fucking suitcase is hitting a lever in there. Suitcase is behind the seat. Be the first time his torture ever hit the ground. I don't know.
Get it right, sugar tits. Don't you mean refrigerator?
Yeah, they're coming down the drain there, Sugars. Yeah, but it'll look alright when I get in here.
Here's the other job across the way. The other strip job, I worked on that one too for 3 fucking days. But anyway, right, everybody. It's your dose of electric car fuel discovery. Gonna dig this shit up. Gonna uncover it. Get more. Oh yeah, more. More. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a few car shows coming up here before long. So I guess we'll see what the hell happens. There's one coming up at my old high school next month. The first weekend, I think it is. Or the second weekend. I think it's the second weekend of June. We're going to have a car show at my old high school. And yeah, I'll definitely be going to that one. And plus they have a rain date. So if it's raining, it'll be on the following weekend. But it's on a goddamn Sunday. I don't know why they have such a hard-on for putting car shows on Sundays around here for some fucking reason. It'd rather be on a Saturday because you can have more fun and you can fuck around and not have to worry about going to work the next fucking day. That fucking sucks. But anyway, we're going to be going to that. I'll probably take the Chevelle up to that, because I drove the Chevelle to that high school when I bought it back in 1996. So I will be taking it up there, and I will be entering it in that show. And I don't care if I win anything or not. It's not a big deal. It's not a concern of mine, because I don't care about winning anything. I just want to go for the experience. And it's fun. You get to bullshit people and probably see some old classmates maybe. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to get out of here on that note. See y'all on the next electric car fuel discovery. Oh, hippies. They're probably all sucking their dicks off right now just hearing about it. Just hear the blast. Oh my God, that was an explosion of electric car fuel. Give me my plant-based steak. All right. Like, share, comment, subscribe, everybody. And I will see you all on the fucking next one. Give me another gear here. There we go. Got her wetted down up through here. All right, everybody. See you next time. Okay, everybody, got my inner and outer tie rod on this side. It wasn't real bad. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be, but it worked out pretty well. But there's still more work to do here. It really stiffened this side up big time. Of course, it's brand new, so it should have. But Thursday, we're going to order the calipers, and I'm going to take off the brake lines on the front here when I get those calipers. That's going to be a job right there. That's going to be the worst of it right there, He's taking them fucking brake lines off of this son of a bitch. Because they are fucking, oh, they're terrible. They are so fucking rotten. I don't know. Christ, there's a goddamn hole in the fucking A-frame up here. I did not see. Jeez. Nice fucking hole there. I'll just weld it shut, I guess. Or try to, anyway. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. I don't think there's any other holes along there, I don't think. Oh, there is. Oh, baby. Look at that. Look at that shit. Oh, no. That's, oh my God, that's bad. Holy shit. I didn't even see that. Son of a bitch. Well, I don't know. Oh, fuck me. Well, looks like we'll have to put upper control arms on this motherfucker. Ain't that some fucking bullshit? Jesus Christ. Now that's fucking bad. This side is so horrible. Oh, well. What are you going to fucking do? Plus, it has the original ball joint in it yet, too. Ain't that some shit? I had no idea it was that bad. Holy fucking shit. Wow. That's some bad fucking shit right there. I never thought it was that bad. Jesus. I'm going to have to clean that up and check it out. And see if there is anything I can do with that. Probably not. But anyway, there's your little update. Oh, fuck. That right there, that worries me right there now. That's bad. That is so fucking bad. Very bad. Damn it. Well, I'll have to check the other side here. See how that motherfucker is. It don't look too fucking good either. Of course, there's a lot of fly ash left in there. Yeah, it looks like it's about to return to the fucking earth, so. Well, we just keep digging in ourselves deeper here, don't we? Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to put upper control arms on this fucking truck. God damn. Boy, that's fucking bad. At least this spring bucket ain't ate the fuck out like the other side. That A-frame might be alright. Might just have to put one on it. I'll have to see what I can find. So, alright everybody. See you on the fucking next one. If there is a next one. Oh, Christ.